because FISA court orders are almost never denied. If you look at the percentage of those that are granted once they're requested, it's up near 100%. It's about the closest you can get. And that doesn't make it okay or justify an administration of a president of one party wiretapping the campaign manager of the party of another opponent.
I mean, did somehow the president didn't understand that this was going on is astonishing to me. It's literally amazing. His government is listening in to the opposition campaign manager. It's incredible.
It is. I mean, it's striking, too. Okay, so then we get to the second part of this story, and that's Hillary Clinton. In the midst of this investigation by Mueller, in the midst of this revelation that Trump was, in fact, wiretapped, he was right. The mainstream media and liberals were wrong when they called it fake news. Hillary Clinton says that she will not rule out the idea of litigating the 2016 election if information surfaces from Mueller's investigation that Russia was involved. Take a look at this soundbite.
So I want to get back to the question, because would you completely rule out questioning the legitimacy of this election if we learn that the Russian interference in the election is even deeper than we know now?
No, I would not. I would say...
You're not going to rule it out?
No, I wouldn't rule it out, but I also...
So what are the means, like, this
Politics.
is totally unprecedented in every way.
It is.
What would be the means to challenge it if you thought it should be challenged?
Basically, I don't believe there are. There are scholars, academics who have arguments that it would be, but I don't think they're on strong ground.
That's the understatement of the year. I mean, this woman, Kurt, she is delusional. She still has some idea. I don't even want to call it a hope, because hope's a positive word, in her own mind, that she could somehow be endowed with the presidency.
Aren't you glad she lost? Just listening to that word salad, that conundrum of nonsense, makes me so glad that we dodged the pantsuited, prudish bullet that was Hillary Clinton. Thank God. She's going to challenge the legitimacy. I'm old enough to remember when it was the worst thing in the world to challenge the legitimacy of an election. That sure changed fast.
Well, listen, if you don't believe that, just ask Hillary Clinton herself. She's the one who said it was the worst thing in the world. We actually have a soundbite of that. Take a look.
But that the loser concedes to the winner, and that the country comes together in part for the good of the country. Are you saying you're not prepared now to commit to that principle?
What I'm saying is that I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
Well,
okay?
Chris, let me respond to that, because that's horrifying. That is not the way our democracy works. We've been around for 240 years. We've had free and fair elections. We've accepted the outcomes when we may not have liked them. And that is what must be expected of anyone standing on a debate stage during a general election. You know, President Obama said the other day, when you're whining before the game is even finished, it just shows you're not up to doing the job. And let's be clear about what he is saying and what that means. He is denigrating, he's talking down our democracy. And I, for one, am appalled that somebody who is the nominee of one of our two major parties would take that kind of position.
And what's that word she used when someone questions the legitimacy? Oh, yeah, horrifying and appalling.
Look, I don't care if she questions the legitimacy. If she wants to get together several million of her followers, go unlock their weapons and come have a revolution, they can undo the election. That's a thing. Won't work out. The last time a bunch of racist Democrats tried to undo an election, people like us kind of fixed their little red wagon pretty good. So if they want to roll the dice, let's rock and roll. The simple fact is, she doesn't believe it. That minute-long soundbite of her posturing and preening as if she has some sort of overarching principle other than her own personal power is just hilarious. And the reason she lost is the very reason you just exposed. She's a lying hypocrite with no respect for the American people, who believes that, Earth Mother or the weather cult or whatever gave her some sort of supernatural authority over the rest of us to rule us. And we just don't buy it.
I mean, it's within the same year. She said that within the same year. At least give yourself a little distance before you flip-flop on what you say. Listen, I hope she keeps up with this book tour, this blame tour that she's on, because every single day she says something that just makes it more likely that Donald Trump is going to be elected again in 2020, and that is good for the American people. Kurt, thanks for